getting cramps in my leg. Stitches in my side. Felt a little dizzy there. I think I'm done for the day. One more thing. During my downtime, I did, and you can see it, use a grinding wheel and a flat disc on the stake turner, and then I have this old piece of jackhammer. It was a dime, a point, but I'd used that for something else, and I had forged this down a while back to this rough shape. So again, while I was down, wow, I'm really relaxed right now. So while while I was down, I hit this also with the grinding disc and a flat disc and turned it into this. No, it's not for killing vampires. It's going to be a punch, which means that I probably have to taper this a little bit more. But at the same time, it can also be a drift. So there's this. And it's again a jackhammer bit, so I believe that that's S7, which is an air hardening metal, which is fine for hot work. And then I showed you this in the video. Ooh, it's still a little warm. This is the Tractor Supply forging hammer. That's how they classify it. And it is a 2-pound hammer, 2 pound 5 ounces total with the handle. And it has a very flat side right here, and a very domed, well, a domed side here. That makes this part a rounding hammer. And there were some who say that Tractor Supply doesn't sell a rounding hammer, and you're right, they don't sell a rounding hammer. They sell a forging hammer that has a domed side. So I tried this out, and it felt good in the hand. I'm going to shorten the handle, of course, because I'm not all the way out here. More often than not, I'm right up here, right over the metal. This feels like a good distance, so I'll cut it off right there. And it's of course completely lacquered. And as my hand was getting sweaty, oh, I've got a blister for me, yay! As my hand was getting sweaty, it was starting to slide. So I'm going to take the lacquer off and hit it with some linseed oil and cut the handle off at a proper length. This is a $60 hammer at Tractor Supply. With taxes, it cost me around $65. But it's yet another tool in my arsenal, in my chest of tools. That gives me now a 3-pound cross-peen hammer, a 2.5-pound cross-peen hammer, a 2-pound forging hammer, and a 2-pound ball peen hammer. I think I'm pretty well covered on the basics. Get a straight peen at some point so that I can do widening out, spreading out at a different angle. And someday get a genuine rounding hammer with a very strong dome here so that I can really draw that metal out. This 2 pounds was good once the metal got small. Once it got knocked down to about 3/8, this one really did a good job. But for heavier work, I had to have one of my big cross peens to do most of the drawing out. And so I would like a big rounding hammer at some point to draw out the heavy stuff. And then I can use this and then my ball peen hammer for the lighter stuff. And that's it.